We are back. Relationship. We're here. We're in the building. And we are with the CEO of Bachelor Nation. This is what I consider you, okay? CEO of Bachelor Nation, star of The Bachelor Season 21, and host of the Viall Files podcast, Nick Viall.
Thanks for having me.
Did I say it right?
You're great. Yeah,
okay. I was saying I've heard people mispronounce it. I didn't want to be one of those people.
I sometimes mispronounce it. It's fine.
Say it for us.
Viall.
This is for the record. For anyone who's mispronouncing it, now you have it on tape to say it properly.
There you go.
From now on.
Thanks.
I only started watching The Bachelor and becoming fully enthralled in Bachelor Nation, Hannah Brown's season.
Okay.
So I had no idea that you were The Bachelor. I just knew
I
knew that you were the handsome white man who pops up on my TikTok, who has a hot girlfriend, who gives me advice that I don't want to hear, but that I need to hear. That's how I knew you.
I'm sorry. I feel like sometimes my audience gets mad at me on TikTok, but there's also thanks, but I wasn't in the mood in the moment.
That's how I feel. Because yours always pop up on my FYP in the morning for some reason.
Last time you want to hear some hard facts about your choices.
I'm on the toilet and you're reading me. And I'm like, damn. But he's right.
Yeah.
So when did you become an expert on life? Because I feel like you have really good insights, just shit that people don't want to hear.
Yeah, I definitely don't refer to myself as an expert. I'm just a guy who's experienced some shit, and I've invested a lot of energy trying to be honest with myself about my choices in life, and then I just kind of became the friend to just my actual friends who would give them an honest answer. And also part of my personality is I just have a hard time bullshitting.
Yeah. Same.
So I'm just fuck, I just don't have the energy. So can I just tell you what's going on?
Yeah.
And, with certain friends, they would really appreciate it at the right time. And then after The Bachelor, I started doing this thing. I was home for Thanksgiving, and that's not too long after that Instagram released Ask Me Anything, and so I was like, I'll just do this. And some people threw in a relationship question, and I started doing that and kind of gave that kind of snarky but honest response, and it kind of blew up after that. And then with the podcast, it's something I felt like I always knew I was good at, and I knew that and both in a good and a bad way, it would surprise people, because if you knew me from a public standpoint, you didn't know me as oh, this is the guy I should go to for advice. It was the unlucky in love guy from The Bachelor, but it's kind of worked out. And like I said, I think I'm just very careful, especially whenever I'm giving my 2 cents, or even on the Viall Files where I have my Ask Nick episodes where people will call in and literally be like, hey, this is my situation, what's going on. I'm very careful not to diagnose them, certainly clinically or anything like that. I might, say, hey, it could be this, but again, I'm not an expert. But all I really do is help people see their situation through a slightly more honest lens. We have a way of lying to ourselves.
Those rose-colored glasses be hitting hard every time.
And so that's all I really do, is just kind of re-engineer what they're telling me, and I kind of just listen for the lies that they're telling themselves. Which we all do. And I've been as guilty as anyone, especially early in my dating life, and so that's how I kind of got to where I am today.
Yeah. What is your zodiac sign?
Libra.
Wow. Look, our producer's
all I know is that it's a balance thing, which I guess, when people tell me about that, it makes sense. I definitely, I try not to react any one direction. And there's always another point of view.
Right. Which is, I'm a Libra moon, and I feel I'm a Scorpio. So I'm they're bullshitting you, but maybe they could be telling you the truth. Or there are 2 sides to every story.
Well, you can know someone's bullshitting you and then still empathize with why they might be bullshitting you, which doesn't, and I've learned this especially recently, or been reminded that with the world that we're in, we often confuse empathy with defending someone or making excuses for them. You know, like, no, you're just trying to empathize with why they're doing and saying what they're doing, and you can still hold someone accountable.
Yeah.
All while empathizing with someone.
Yeah. And you can choose to not be a part of it. You can choose to not participate if you don't like the way that someone's going about something.
Totally.
It's okay to call them out. It's okay to see it for what it is, but it's okay to be like, actually, I'm going to like bow out of this and not participate.
Which is usually what you should do, because how many times when I'll get a question, it's always like, well, why are they doing this?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Why are they doing that? So like empathizing with their situation just helps you understand why they're doing it. So then you can be like, oh, well, fuck. And then maybe they're just bored.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
You're empathizing with their boredom. But...
Or your advice. You'll be like, he's just not that into you. And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I never really say it. I mean,
you do say it like that. I've seen it. Yeah. I see it every scroll.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
It is good to know. You want to know, like, not to waste your time, pretty much.
Also, like, there's a lot of times she's not into him either.
Right.
Or her.
Right.
Or whatever it is.
Sometimes people just aren't into people, and that's just what it is.